Hello everyone. Welcome to Disher Learning. Today we will do the book review of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. If you like our videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't read 7 Habits, now might not be the time. You can't or shouldn't read it until you're ready, in my opinion. Allow me to explain. I read it when I was 20 years old, in 1993. I would have gotten nothing out of it if I had read it when I was 19. To be honest, when I finally got around to reading it, it felt like an answer to my prayers. There are ideas in this book that are so profound that just reading them, without intentionally putting them into practice, changed the way I live. For example, I found myself constantly comparing what was going on in my life to what I had just read. If someone said anything offensive to me, my first reaction would be anger, but then I'd remember something I'd read in 7 Habits. I'd be thinking to myself, hey, that reminds me of something Covey said about that topic. And by the time that notion had passed, so had the bad circumstance. Thinking became a whole lot of fun. Even the first 3 habits were enough to get me pumped about interacting with others. You may live 1,000 years and never come up with these ideas on your own. The 4th habit was my personal favorite. It's called Seek to Understand First, Then to Be Understood. I wish I had done this more often now that I'm married. However, this aided me in becoming a very good speaker at the time. I could talk to individuals and assist them avoid drowning for psychological air in my presence. People desire to be comprehended. When you constantly dispute your position, no one feels understood, and ideas are more difficult to put into action. Anyone is capable of arguing. The entire world appears to be placing a big emphasis on importance on debate, and being able to destroy other people's points of view with your logic and wit. But that is hardly a sign of strength. As I have stated, any common man may debate. Not 1 in 1,000 persons truly believes that another person's point of view is correct. Even fewer can pause and say to themselves, I'm very certain that I'm correct and that the other person is incorrect, but who knows? Maybe I'm mistaken. Allow me to evaluate their position and listen to what they have to say. Now that is real strength. I previously discussed this idea with a strong-willed individual. They began yelling at me, telling me that I was wrong and that if you feel you're right, you should stand up for yourself and show the other person wrong. Perhaps you're right, I said, a grin on my face. They hadn't even noticed that I had just done to them what I was suggesting. It's remarkable what occurs when you express back to them what you believe is the point they're attempting to convey. You'll find yourself beginning many of your sentences with, so, what you're saying is. When you begin to demonstrate to the person that you are not there to argue, their backs lower, their voice becomes less urgent, they quiet down, and they listen to your argument without arguing. According to Covey, the best way to influence others is to be influenced. It's a great book full of ideas that will benefit you in all of your dealings, but I believe you have to be in a place in your life to put it into effect. It will be extremely beneficial if you can practice it every day in a controlled environment. A family member who is going through a difficult time. A supervisor. Or anyone who has to deal with people on a daily basis. If you have a strong desire to learn how to deal with others more efficiently, this book may be right for you.